it easy, don't pull it. Hari Om. Hari Om. Om Shri Ganeshaya Namaha. Om Shri Saraswatyai Namaha. Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Om Samasta Jana Kalyane Niratam Karunamayam Namami Chinmayam Devam Sadgurum Brahma Vidwaram. Om Vasudeva Sutam Devam Kansachanuramardanam Devaki Paramanandam Krishnam Vande Jagadgurum. Hari Om. Invoking God's grace and Puja Gurudev's blessings, I heartily welcome you all to this satsang. First of all, I would like to express my joy and appreciation of this beautiful two dance performances and our Swaranjali group's bhajans. They were really, truly beautiful and delightful. Compliments to them and their teachers. When my visit was confirmed here in the satsang, the question was, what will be the topic of my talk? And I was as though playing tennis with Shantanand Swami. I was putting the ball in his court that he should tell me what is the topic, and he was putting in my court. Finally, I accepted my defeat. And so, today's topic is Navadha Bhakti. It's 9 kinds of devotion. But let us begin with singing the name of the Lord. Please sing. Jai Jai Ram Krishna Hari. Jai Jai Ram Krishna Hari. Jai Jai Ram Krishna Hari. Jai Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram Krishna Hari. Jai Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram Krishna Hari. Jai Jai Ram Krishna Hari. Jai Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram Krishna Hari. Jai Jai Ram Krishna Hari, Jai 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 Ram, Krishna Hari, Jai Jai Ram, Krishna Hari, Jai Jai Ram, Krishna Hari. श्यावर रामचंद्र की, राधा वर कृष्ण चंद्र की, सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की। I learned that very recently you had here a beautiful Bhagavad Saptah. And Bhagavad is a great Purana of Bhakti alone. The very sum and substance of Srimad Bhagavat is Kenapi upayena manak Krishne niveshayet. You absorb your mind in Bhagavan Sri Krishna. People always wonder as to what gift they can give to anyone. And I tell you, the greatest gift that anyone can give to anyone else is only if you can kindle love of God in the hearts of people. सूरदास बलि जइये ताके जो हरि जू से प्रीति बढ़ावे. Surdaji says, give your life to that person who kindles love of God in anybody's heart. But do you know what has happened in this world? The love of wealth has taken away the wealth of love from our heart. All the time we are thinking of money, and dollar has become God. Even though on the dollar it is said we trust in God. Isn't it? But our more trust is only in dollar, which goes up and down and all that. The true gift parents can give to their children, teachers can give to their students, and even the government can give to people is only this love. Now what is this devotion? So whenever we say devotion, there are three topics. One is devotion, then the altar of devotion, and a devotee. Isn't it? Suppose a person is there who says, I have devotion, or I am devoted. What will be your question? Devoted to whom? What? In general. What general? That devotion has to be dedicated. So there has to be an altar of dedication. And then again, that altar should be such that it will alter your life. It will change your life. See, when Hanumanji was only in the service of Sugriva, his power was not manifested. But when he came in the service of Bhagavan Ramchandraji, then he was a different Hanuman. Isn't it? Anywhere you can see that. Someone went to a town and asked a person, are there many great men born in this town? The man replied, no, only babies are born. Only babies are born, that is true. But some baby becomes great, isn't it? Some child becomes great. And how it becomes great? he is only because of devotion and dedication to some great goal, higher goal, nobler goal, and that person is a different person. So devotion is that which transforms a person. That is called bhakti. In this bhakti, there are few elements, few ingredients which are most important. And first is unconditional love for God. That is called supreme love, unconditional. Many times we love someone, but we don't trust that person. Don't you find that? I love someone, but I can't trust. And it's the other way sometimes. You trust, but can't love. And here, unconditional love for God and total and complete trust in Him. Rakshishyati iti vishwasaha. That the Lord is always with me and He will never let me down. That kind of faith, Hari Sharanam, like that of Prahlad, you heard the story. Total trust, total faith, complete faith. This love plus trust and reverence, Mahatva Buddhi. Priya Buddhi is called love. That I love God, I love Him. And I want Him. And Mahatva, there is no one greater than that. That's called Parayanaha, Mat Parayanaha, Gita says. That there is no greater goal or greater gain, anything greater than the Lord. That reverence, when this kind of love, trust, reverence come together, then that becomes devotion. And that devotion will manifest in the form of service. Whomever you love, you always want to serve. But just because you serve somebody, you may not be loving. What to do? I had to do. Finish it. Finish him. Somehow, finish the job. See, whomever we love, we serve. But whomsoever we serve, we may not love. But there cannot be love without serving. Also, whatever we love, we always want to know. But whatever we know, we may not love. We know so many people. Do we love all of them? Our own relatives also we don't love them. We live under the same roof. Not that we live under the same roof, only we put up with each other, that's all. Many times, not always. Do you know a mosquito? But do you love? We know many things, many beings, but we do not love all of them. But whomsoever we love, it can be tree, plant, birds, animal, any particular subject like physics, chemistry, or a person, or whatever that we love. We want to know more and more and more about that. This love is very, very peculiar. Knowledge, service, everything will depend upon love, but love does not depend upon anybody or anything. That is the beauty of love. If you ask someone why you love that person, because you wonder what did you see in that? Isn't it sometimes when you see two persons in love with each other, all other people keep wondering, what did he see in her or what did she see in him? They say, beauty lies in the eyes of the beholder. Look at that through my eyes. That's why in Sanskrit also it says, Vyatishajati padarthan antara kopi hetu na khalu bahirupadhin pritayaha samshrayante. Love does not depend upon external factors. It is something internal that connects to people or beings, and why that happens nobody knows. That's why Swayam Pramana it is called. It is its own proof. When you love, you love. No need of any other proof. When this type of love, trust, reverence, and therefore service, knowledge, everything is only at the feet of the Lord, then that is called devotion. And that devotion only fills the heart of people. Just as without rainy seasons, what will happen? Only famine will be there. In the same way, without the rains of love of God, our hearts will be dry. And there is no joy. Loveless life is joyless life. Now, having understood this much about the nature of devotion, the question arises, what is God? Oh, $1 million question. What is God? Nowadays, days of information technology, and everything is available on the internet. Now anybody asks any question, they say Google. Whether you want to know God, you want to know, and there's so much information about God. So much information. One day God also went to the computer and he also saw the internet. He wanted to know what is said about him, about himself. And when he saw, he said, my God, I did not know I was so great, but so much is written about me. How will you know God? The beauty is, you love God, only just have this, but that there is God. You don't know what that God is. Ya drushosi Mahadeva, ta drushaya namo namah. Nishu Mahimna Stotra you have read. Tava tattvam na janami, ki drushosi Maheshwara. O Lord, I do not know your truth, what you are. But you know what you are. So whatever you are, I do namaskar to you. Only that person knows God, whom God reveals. Tulsidaji says, so janahi, jeh dehu janai, janat tumai hoi jai. That person whom God reveals his nature, that person knows and becomes one with him. And Bhagavan Sri Krishna also said in the Gita, Tesham satada yuktanam bhajatam priti purvakam dadami buddhi yogam tam yena mam upayantite. Those who remain devoted to me, I give them knowledge. And when Bhagavan gives knowledge, that is true knowledge, that's most beautiful, that is knowledge. When you love that Lord without any desire for anything else, Priti karat jo rahit kamana, Priti karat जो रहित कामना, प्रीति करत जो रहित कामना, ज्ञान में दूस कहे भगवाना, प्रीति करत जो रहित कामना, ज्ञान में दूस कहे भगवाना, प्रीति करत जो रहित कामना। ज्ञान वही जो मिलन कराए, ज्ञान वही जो मिलन कराए, भक्त का निज हृदय प्रभु से, ज्ञान वही जो मिलन कराए, भक्त का निज हृदय प्रभु से, प्रीति करत जो रहित कामना, प्रीति करत जो रहित कामना, प्रीति करत जो, प्रीति करत जो, प्रीति करत जो रहित कामना। प्रीति करत जो रहित कामना, that person who loves the Lord without any other desire, ज्ञान मैं दूं उसे कहे भगवान, भगवान said I give him knowledge. And what is knowledge? ज्ञान वही जो मिलन कराए भक्त का निज हृदयस्थ प्रभु से. Knowledge is that which unites the devotee with the Lord in his own heart. That is called knowledge. When I was reading Narad Bhakti Sutra, then what I found, so much thing is said about bhakti, but nothing said about Bhagavan. And I was thinking it was a flaw in that book. Oh, see my buddhi, that I think in Naradji's Bhakti Sutra there can be a flaw, that everything is said about bhakti but not about Bhagavan. But then I realized my foolishness and ignorance, because then I found it is said there. Do you know what is said there? Sakirtyamanaha shighrameva avirbhavati anubhavayati cha bhaktan. When you sing the glories of God, God manifests before that devotee and makes him realize what is his nature. And otherwise, on the internet, on so many books, we will know a lot about God, but not God. Knowing about something is one, but to know that thing is something different. It is bhakti. Bhaktya ananya shakya jnatum. That's what Bhagavan says in the Gita. With this bhakti, you will be able to know me. So I told you what is devotion and what is the nature of Bhagavan. Now, what is Naudha Bhakti then? What is 9 kinds of devotion? Can there be so many kinds of devotion? Remember, devotion is only of one kind. Ekadha api ekadashadha bhavati. It is 1, it can be 11, it can be 9, it can be 100. The idea is, love is only one, but its expressions are many. Isn't it? See, a mother loves that child. So that love is a sthayi bhav. It is a permanent state. But the expression of love will keep on changing or not. Sometimes you may look at your child angrily also, but there also love is there. Then when you hug that child, kiss that child, you gift something and then feed, that also is love. Sometimes child wants something, you give, sometimes you say no, but in saying no also there is love. Even though child doesn't understand it. What kind of mother is that? Says no. I want only simple ice cream. But you have got such a bad cough and cold and fever and then you want ice cream? You may scream. But I will not give you any ice cream. There also love is there or not. So expressions can be many. When a lover loves his beloved, and also husband, wife also, they say they are so love, they fight also. And they say because of fight, love grows. That's what they have told me. I have no experience, but they say. So many things are there. But even there also fight. Even Radha Krishna also should fight with each other. Many descriptions are there. Correct? Expressions can be many. And also, you know, love is there in our heart. Love of God, sometimes it is manifest, sometimes not manifested. It is there in our heart. But what we need is to express it, to manifest it. For that, different sadhanas we require. Let me tell you something, some example. Now so many children are also sitting here, and children love chocolate. Even though I don't want to give chocolate to children who come to me, but unless you give them, you can't make friendship with them. Now, if I give a chocolate to that child, and suppose that child eats that chocolate along with the wrapper, what will happen? Now and then little sweetness, and because as you bite, some sweetness will come out. But that wrapper will not allow that child to enjoy it completely. An elderly person can give a banana and eat that banana with that skin. Then what will happen? Our love of God also is something, it is there, but the wrapper of so many attachments to other things also that is there. So now when we are satsang and all that, we enjoy that because that some taste is coming. After that I can. These 9 kinds of sadhana or what is bhakti that is pointed out, these are the means to remove all other wrappers and manifest that love in its pure form. And what is the 9 kinds of sadhana? That is very natural expression of love in case of the true devotee. So this Navdha Bhakti, what is called, Bhakti is only one. Its expressions are the means to develop that. Because suppose someone says, no, I want to become a devotee of the Lord, but from where to begin? There is always a question. From where to begin? Where to begin? So here it is. Wow, sound went down. To begin, and what are the 9 kinds of devotion? In Srimad Bhagavat, Prahladaji has narrated that, and there is one shloka. Now in a limited time, only I can give the glimpse of it. Shravanam, Kirtanam, Vishnu, Smaranam, Padasevanam, Archanam, Vandanam, Dasyam, Sakhyam, Atmanivedanam. First is called Shravanam, listen. Listen to what? We are all the time listening. All kinds of gossips, useless things, useless knowledge and information. He says, listen to what? One word is there, Vishnoho. Listen to the great glories of Vishnu, Bhagavan Vishnu. Vishnu means all pervading, infinite Lord. And that infinite Lord you can think of in any form, whatever form you like, you love. So listen to the glories of the Lord. Number one, Vishnu's Shravanam. Kirtanam. Second is Kirtanam. Sing the glories of the Lord. First I will enumerate, then afterwards again we will see. Shravanam, Vishnoho Shravanam. Kirtanam, Vishnoho Kirtanam. Sing the glories of Bhagavan Vishnu only, not any other thing. Smaranam, remembrance. Remembrance also of the Lord only. Remembrance. Then Padasevanam, serving the feet of the Lord. Then number 4, Archanam, it is worship Bhagavan Vishnu. Vandanam, do namaskar, bow down. That is namaskar, vandanam. Shravanam, Kirtanam, Vishnu, Smaranam, Padasevanam, Archanam, Vandanam, Dasyam. Dasyam means be the servant of the Lord. Sakhyam. Sakhyam means friendship. Establish friendship with the Lord. How can I be the servant also and friend also? The beauty is, if you become the servant, Bhagavan says, you are my friend. So Dasyam is from your side. Sakhyam is from his side. Even though Sugriva, Vibhishana, they went to Bhagavan as Dasa, but Bhagavan called Sakha Sugriva. And do you know Sakha means friend? But friend means what? Friend means when you see one person, his friend's remembrance comes automatically to your mind. That is called friend. That his name also you remember along with. Because they are so close to each other always. So suppose if you have Mohan and Sohan, or Ramesh Mahesh, or Ganesh Suresh, whoever they are, but always together. Suppose you see only one, Mohan, where is Sohan? Well, you are seeing the Mohan, you are remember that other person automatically, that shows that they are very fast friend. Correct? Now Krishna Arjun, even though Yudhishthir, Bhima, Nakul, Sahadev, they are also all very devotees of Bhagavan Krishna. But somehow Krishna Yudhishthir, Krishna Bhima, that doesn't come very easily. But Shri Krishna Arjuna, that come immediately, you know. Because their friendship was little deeper. Dasyam Sakhyam, Atmanivedanam, total surrender to the Lord. These are the 9 kinds of devotion. Correct? Now 9. You see, suppose there is a devotee. Devotee, naturally, you know, he loves to listen to Bhagavan's glories, he sings glories. That is natural for him. But now our point is how to develop that type of love for the Lord. From where to begin? So he said, listen. Prathama bhagati santana kara sangha. You listen to satsang. See, All knowledge that whatever we have gathered, every knowledge has come only by listening. Correct? Even this is red color, this is blue color, this is yellow, somebody told you. If somebody doesn't tell you, you don't know. Even now I see certain colors, I have no idea what that color is, and I ask somebody, what is that color? I only know red, black, blue, yellow, green. But blue also, there are many, many blues. Navy blue, sky blue, I don't know, ocean blue, deep blue, I don't know how many blues are there. And anyway, so different colors are there. Somebody has to tell you what is it. And when you come to know more and more about the Lord, Shravanam, listen to Ramayana, listen to Bhagavat, listen to that. You know, Raja Parikshit Shravana Matrena, only by listening to Bhagavat Katha, and he got liberation. See, his heart was filled with love. Shravana. Shravana is Jnanendriya, is the organ of knowledge. And generally what we say, whatever we hear, that we speak. So if you listen to a child chanting Sanskrit shlokas and all that, you say, where did you hear that? Where did you learn? Somebody must have taught, somewhere he must have heard it, otherwise how is he knowing? And some dirty word he uses. So the parrot, where did you hear that? What? Speaking is karmendriya. Listen to Bhagavan's glory means the glory of his name, glory of the beauty of his form, nobility of his character and virtues, and sweetness of his leela, madhurahipate rakhilam madhuram. Everything is sweet about that Bhagavan, who is the Lord of sweetness. So Nama, Rupa, Guna, Dhama, Katha, Leela, if you keep on listening to that, then you start reveling in it. Shravanam and Kirtanam. Kirtanam is singing. That is verbal. But do you know, Kirtanam is not only just singing the glories, the mouth, but seeing the glories of God everywhere. Look at the soil, and from the same earth, orange, apple, mango, wheat, rice, what a variety that is coming. Isn't it a wonder? And we eat pizza, cakes, because we don't like dal roti. And we go on eating all kinds. And how it is converting in itself into bone and marrow and blood and this and that. How? What is that? Factory. See that glory of God everywhere. Then Kirtanam may bring that glory of God in your life. That is called Kirtanam. Vishnoho Smaranam. Smaranam means Ram 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 Ram. That is one kind of remembrance. Every day you do that niyama, 3 rounds of mala, 8 rounds of mala, depending upon what your rule is, niyama is, if at all there is any niyama. But that you must do. But when you remember something, you feel the presence of that, isn't it? Even if the beauty of the remembrance is such that even the object or person may be far away, but the moment you remember, immediately you feel closeness. You are transported to that. That feeling the presence of God, that's called remembrance. Smaranam. Now see, listening, sense organs. Singing, organ of action. Remember the mind. That means what? The devotion is not a part-time job. But all your personality should be involved in it. All equipment. Shravanam, Kirtanam, Vishnu, Smaranam, Pada Sevanam. Pada Sevanam, serving the feet of the Lord. I don't know where to find the feet of the Lord. Because the people are always there, where to find the feet of the Lord. Tulsidas says, Guru Pada Pankaja Seva Tisari Bhaktiyama. You serve the feet of your Guru. Or any great people that you see, meet, Mahatmas, or great people, serve them. When you render that service, that is an expression of your humility. And do you know what will happen? Then you start seeing that God everywhere. Archanam Vandanam. And when you see that Lord, you worship. And how you worship? One is an idol, we do the worship. And the other, you serve the society with the attitude of worshipping the Lord. And as a result of that, Siya Ram Mai Sab Jaga Jani Karau Pranam Jori Juga Pani. Then that love for God grows more and more, and then you see that Lord everywhere, and automatically you bow down. That's why you must have seen that is the very big temples, Even though the main deity, whatever that deity is there, but there are so many, other pictures or idols and all that, and then you know how the people go there. Everywhere what to do, So wherever you see the murti, now wherever you see only the murti, when you bow down, then what to talk of that person who will see the God actually everywhere, then what will be feeling? Some people say, oh, these Indians very primitive, they keep on worshipping trees and plants and mountains and rivers and all that. They worship God only. And now in modern time also now they have started celebrating Earth Day, and because now already they destroyed the whole ecology and everything, and now they understand worshipping this and that. They do not use the word worship, but that's why. And when we said that, you say, oh, you are primitive. Archanam Vandanam Dasyam. And if you have to become the servant, you have to be a loyal servant of the Lord only, not Ravana. To serve somebody is very great, but you have to know whom to serve. You should be loyal, but loyal to whom? And that service, Dasoham. Say Daso. I am servant of the Lord. And the devotee's name gets associated with that Bhagavan. Surdas is his name, Krishna will come to your mind. Tulsidas is name, Ramji also will come in mind. And who is a great devotee of the Lord Rama? Hanuman's name also will come. It's called Dasya Sakhyam. And Atma Nivedanam means what? When we fall prostrate completely, Sashtang, Pranam. But Atma Nivedan, in Vedanta knowledge, it is said to recognize your oneness with the Lord. And in the Bhakti, Atma Nivedan means surrendering your will to Bhagavan. That means what? You do not have any other will. What Bhagavan says or does, Jo Prabhu Kino, So Bhala Manyo, Ek Sumati Sadhan Te Pain. This is what Guru Nanak Dev said. Jo Prabhu Kino, whatever the Lord had done, that is good. No fault finding. Generally we tell God, God do this for me, good this. That means what? We accept God as omnipotent but not omniscient. We have to tell him what to do. Bhagavan is Sarvajna, he knows what is good for me. So if I tell God what is good for me and that he should do, I'll be unhappy only most of the time. But whatever he does that is good, then there is no problem at all. Atmanivedanam. This is the ninth form of devotion. Shravanam, Kirtanam, Vishnu, Smaranam, Pada Sevanam, Archanam, Vandanam, Dasyam, Sakyam, Atmanivedanam. You know, whenever we study something in the form of theory or principle, sometimes we understand it, but unless we have an example in front of us, a demonstration, it becomes difficult to understand that. And one such example is of Bhagwan Hanuman, Bhakta Hanuman. Isn't it? If you look at the character of Bhagwan, Lord Hanuman, everything you will find there. Bhaktis, all ideal. Shravanam, listen. Prabhu Charitra Suniveko Rasiya. Rama Lakana Sitamana Rasiya. So Rasiya means enjoying listening to Bhagavan. Yatra Raghunath Kirtanam Tatra Krita Mastakanjali Vashpavari Paripura Lochanam Marutim Namata Rakshasantapam. So wherever Bhagavan's glories are sung, Hanuman is there, listening to that. Bhakta. And Kirtanam, Gita Maruti, Sangita Maruti. Hanumanji is singing, aha. Ramachandra Guna Barane Laga Sunatahi Sita Kara Dukha Bhaga. When Hanumanji went to Ashok Vatika and sitting on the Ashoka tree under which Sita ji sitting in dejected mood, wanting to die only. And at that time, Hanuman started singing Kirtanam. And as he started singing, all sorrow of dejection of Sita ji just disappeared. Kirtanam. And Rama Swaranam, Bhagavan, Hanuman was, when there is some work to do, he is doing that work. And suppose no work, Ram. And even while doing any work, all the time, Prabhu Mudrika Alini Mukha Mahi Jaladhi Langi Gaya Achara Janahi. Namankita Mudrika is in his mouth, that ring of Bhagavan Rama on which Rama Nam is engraved. So always anything he did, he remembered Lord first and then only doing everything. Remembering, Mam Anusmar Yuddhacha Gita says, remembering me, you keep on doing your work. Always Smaranam, Bhagavan Smaran. He never forgot that. Pada Sevanam, I tell you, the best is the Pada Sevanam is Hanuman. Do you know how? When he first time he saw Rama Lakshmana coming, walking barefooted, Tulsidas so beautifully describes. She says that Rama and Lakshmana in search of Sita ji going, and the tapasvi vesh, no shoes, no sandals. And Hanumanji went there as a brahmachari there, because Sugriva had asked to go and find who are they. And when he saw, the first thing, attention went to Bhagavan's feet. And he said, Ko tumasyamal gaur sarira. Such common words are. Ko tumasyamal gaur sarira. Chhatri gopa nirahu banavira. Kathina bhumi कठिन भूमि कोमल पदगामी कवन हेतु बन विचर स्वामी कवन हेतु बन विचर स्वामी को तुम श्यामलो गौर शरीरा कठिन भूमि कोमल पदगामी भगवान this ground on which you are walking is so rough, stony, pricky, thorny, komal padagani, and your feet are so komal. Why are you roaming about here? And it is a well-known story. After Bhagavan, and Hanumanji never liked Bhagavan walking like, he immediately lifted them on his shoulder. That is called Pada Sevanam. I said, Bhagavan, you don't have to walk like that. I am your vehicle. Immediately took the Ram Lakshman both on his shoulders. Archanam, Vandanam, worshipping the Lord alone. Namaskar to Rama alone. Dasyam, what to talk of Dasyam, the service that Hanumanji rendered to Ramchandra ji, Lakshman ji, Bharat ji, Sita ji, to everybody. And so much so that Bhagavan Mahavira Binavau Hanumana Rama Jasu Jasu Abu Bakhana. Bhagavan Ramchandra ji started singing his glories, Hanumanji's glories. It is said Naradji one day got the news, Bhagavan has got the list of devotees. He got it from him and saw Hanumanji's name was not there. When Naradji came to know that Bhagavan has a list, he showed it to Hanumanji. Your name is not there. Hanumanji said, doesn't matter. I don't do anything to get my name in the what you call Guinness Book of Record or anywhere. Then Naradji came to know that another list is there. He went and he found Hanumanji's name was on the top. So he asked Bhagavan, what is this? How this? Bhagavan said the first list was list of those devotees who love me, and second is of those whom I love very much. And so this is Hanuman is on the top, you see. They are called Dasyam Sakhyam and Atma Nivedanam. And Hanumanji never wanted anything else. Any gift also given, he wanted to see whether Rama is there or not. No desire of his own at all. Only one, that the love of Rama should go on increasing. He is the best. Example of Shravanam, Kirtanam, Vishnu Smaranam, Pada Sevanam, Arshanam, Vandanam, Dasyam, Sakhyam, Atma Nivedanam. And therefore, we love Hanuman. We love the Lord. Because the devotee loves God so much, and God loves his devotees so much. That prema is such wonderful prema. Bhaktaste ativa me priyaha. Bhagavan has said devotees are extremely dear to me. What more do you want then? That is what was the Hanumanji said. And therefore, see now, when we have to ask something from the Lord, what we ask? Hey Prabhu, binati hamari. Itni only, what is our request? That may we always become the devotees of your lotus feet. Okay? Let us listen to one Kirtan song. Hey Prabhu, binati hamari das charanon ke ho mane leen tav gun dhyan mein. Hey Prabhu, binati hamari aapke hum bane das दर्शन में मगन, धन्य जीवन धन्य धन्य आपके प्रसाद से। हे प्रभु विनती हमारी आपके हम बने दास चरणों में हो मन ये लीन तव गुण ध्यान में। हे प्रभु हे प्रभु हे प्रभु। That may we be your devotees serving your feet. May our mind remain absorbed in your great glories. May our eyes behold your beautiful form. And may your name always remain in our tongue, in our kantha. Always remember. And our life be blessed. This is what it is. Now, sing the name of the Lord. And with that, I will conclude this talk. But then I have to tell you certain things. Few minutes, and with that we will conclude. You have to sing the name. Will you sing?
Yes.
Will you sing? एक बार 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 हरि नाम जपो रे, एक बार 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 हरि नाम जपो रे, राम कृष्ण वासुदेव नारायण भजो रे, राम कृष्ण वासुदेव नारायण भजो रे। एक बार 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 हरि नाम जपो रे, हरि हरि नाम तेरे सब दुख हरता है, हरि हरि नाम तेरे सब दुख हरता है, राम कृष्ण नाम से तू सुख में रमत है, राम कृष्ण नाम से तू सुख में रमत है। एक बार 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 हरि नाम जपो रे, राम कृष्ण वासुदेव नारायण भजो रे, हरि हरि नाम तेरे सब दुख हरता है, राम कृष्ण नाम से तू सुख में रमत है। एक बार 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 हरि नाम जपो रे, एक बार 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 हरि नाम जपो रे, हरि नाम जपो रे, हरि नाम जपो रे। श्री कृष्णचंद्र भगवान की, श्री सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की। Now what I have to say is this. Our Param Puja Gurudev established a beautiful ashram in Siddhabadi in Himachal Pradesh. How many of you have visited that place? Very few. And in that place, a beautiful Hanumanji. Then Ram Mandir also is there. Then Gurudev's Samadhi also is there. And Gurudev had told us that every 5th year we have to bathe that Lord Hanuman who is in the open there, open space. 6 feet is the pedestal on that 20 feet tall Hanumanji is beautiful. So every 5th year we have to do that Abhishek. It's called Mastaka Abhishek. Bathing the Lord. We build a ramp and people go there and do that Abhishek. And that date is fixed always, and that is 10th of October. The last one was in 2007, so now this year it is 2012, and that Abhishek is going to be there this year. So from 2nd October to 7th October, we'll have a camp, and the theme of that camp is Narad Bhakti Sutra. Then on 8th and 9th, there will be ceremonial rituals. And on the 10th, in a procession, all people carry different pots of different sizes. And then we go in the procession, go to the ramp, and from there, and then we pour that water and other things, dravyas, and we do that Abhishek. And all these people who do the pujas, they can sponsor all these kalashas, and all that is the worship. Then the one who offer that, they receive the blessings of the Lord Hanumanji. Just now I told you the glory of Hanumanji. And the funds that also raised, they are only utilized for various projects of knowledge and seva and all that our Chinmay mission does. So such an opportunity is there for you that you personally can go and do this Abhishek, or suppose you cannot go, you can sponsor anyway from here, and someone else you can nominate or we will nominate, and that person will do that puja of Abhishek. Here I am leaving this information, and in different kalashas yajman, the Sankalpa yajman, that is $2,200. Dainik yajman, daily $1,101. And suppose the large kalashas that you want to sponsor, then that is $600. Medium size, they $250, or small and $100. You can sponsor, and you will receive that Abhishek Prasad also. That kalasha, that which will, with that pot, kalasha is pot, with that which we do the Abhishek, that also you will receive as a Prasad and all that. You can get this information, and those who want to sponsor, I think they can give here itself. These people, you can transfer all that money there, right? That you can do. Second thing, Hanuman Chalisa, the glory of Hanumanji. Hanuman Chalisa is very popular, isn't it? Recently I had a program, sometime back even I had in Pittsburgh also, singing of Hanuman Chalisa in 7 different ragas. You sing Hanuman Chalisa in one tune, then speak for a few minutes, then again second tune, then the third raga, the fourth raga, like that. And so in Delhi when it was then, we brought out this one CD or DVD, I don't know what it is, and in which only singing part is there, and other is MP3 form in which there is a talk also. But the talk also is mixed in Hindi also, English also, because in Delhi, there are all crowd is there. But the other, those who want to just listen in different ragas, you can listen to that. I'll give one or two just sample only, just little. Jai Hanuman Jaan Gun Sagar, Jai Kapis Tiin Lok Ujaan, Rama Dut Atulit Bal Dhama, Anjani Putra Pavan Sut Nama, Mahavir Vikram Bajrangi, Kumati Nivar Sumati Ke Sangi, Kanchana Varna Viraj Suvesha, this is one, other little. Jai Hanuman Jnana Gun Sagar, Jai Kapis Tihulok Ujagar, Rama Dut Atulit Bal Dhama, Anjani Putra Pavan Sut Nama, Mahavira Vikram Bajrangi, Kumati Nivar Sumati Ke Sangi, Kanchana Varan Viraj Sudesha, Kanana Kundala Kunde. One last. Jai Hanuman Jnana Gun Sagar, Jai Kapis Lok Ujagar, Rama Dut Atulit Bal Dhama, Anjani Putra Pavan Sut Nama, Mahavir Vikram Bajrangi, Kumati Nivar Sumati Ke Sangi, Kanchana Varna Viraj Suvesha, Kanana Kundala Kunchita Kesha, Pavan Tanaya Sankata Hara, Mangala Murati Rupa, Rama Lakshmana Sita Sahitar, Hridaya Basu Suramuka Siyamare, Ramachandra Ki Jai, Pavan Sut Hanuman Ki Jai, Umapati Mahadev Ki Jai, Bolo Hari Sab Santan Ki Jai, Sadgurunath Maharaj Ki Jai. Kirtanam, you can go on singing it. The glories in so many different ways. So if you sing the glories of Bhakta, Bhagavan is pleased with you. And if you sing the glories of Bhagavan, then Bhaktas are pleased with you. So that's the beauty of it. So therefore sing glories of Bhagavan and Bhaktas. Okay? So this is, I give you some information. Now to commemorate and or celebrate our Param Puja Gurudev's birth centenary year, we have brought out, started bringing out different aspects of Chinmay mission in the Mananam book series. First was, he did it. He did it. You read it. I don't know whether you read it. And the second in the series called Vedanta book. That also is there. Now you spend a lot of money in marriages, isn't it? So spend little money which will show you why a marriage a melody. Sometime back we had 2 days seminar on this topic for young married couples. Some of them had attended that camp in our Ann Arbor, Michigan. Is there anyone who attended that? There are at least 50 couples who are there. That our topic was marriage a melody. I think this is a very relevant topic. And I tell you, the best way to make the marriage a melody and happy is Vaidehi Rama Prasada Tejana Sarvada Sukha Pavai. Fill the heart with love of God. I tell you, That is the solution for everything. Whatever you want. Okay? Thank you all very much. Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vasishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. If anyone has to make an announcement, please.
Hari Om everyone. I think this has been a truly memorable evening. A combination of music, bhajans, Vedantic teaching, humor. It doesn't get better than this. And for all those who are interested in carrying this evening forward, we have that CD that Guruji introduced us to, Suranjane, 7 ragas, Hanuman Chalisa. This evening need not stop here. It can continue on your way home. You can buy it right here in the back, in the back, and listen to the CDs while driving home. We also have the Marriage Melody book. There are not too many of them, so people who want to continue the melody and not make it into a cacophony, right? Because at the other side of the melody,